Yes.
Hi, Luke. Thanks for coming on. How's it
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad yourself.
Yeah, good, thanks. First time we've done an interview, so bit weird doing it over this, but good to have you on otherwise. What's life been like in isolation right now?
I love it.
You love it?
Love it. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I miss. There's certain things that I'm missing from life,
Hmm.
uh, but it is what it is, right? We've just got to just ride through the storm, and then we can crack on with normal life. I don't think there's a lot of people out there that are not necessarily going to be having breaks or anything. They've got family, and some people can't necessarily always afford to go on holiday and stuff. So use
Hmm.
this time wisely. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it
What?
whilst it's here.
Yeah, what specifically would you recommend to be doing? There's not much we can do, but obviously allowed one exercise a day. So yeah, what would you recommend?
What do you enjoy? And even if you don't know what you enjoy, maybe figure out some things that you enjoy. Go on YouTube, start watching some how-to things that you can start doing around the house. The jobs that you've been putting off for God knows how long. I've got a few that still need to be done. Me personally, obviously, mine's my exercise. I enjoy reading books, and I also enjoy gaming. So I'm quite content.
What games do you like playing?
Only Call of
You
Duty,
do, yeah.
nothing more.
Playing Warzone right now?
Yes, yeah.
On sort of the training aspect, how much training have you been able to sort of get done during this period? Have you been doing sort of weight training at home, perhaps? Sort of, do you have like a setup?
Yeah, yeah, just a little setup, nothing extravagant. Couple kettlebells, a couple a bag, and
Hmm.
that's what I need at the moment with runs. I had a good conversation yesterday with one of my coaches, my strength and conditioning coach, who sent me over a plan that I can do from home, which will benefit and will actually take over. I will take back into boxing, as opposed, some people might be out here running every day, keeping fit, but that's not what I necessarily need. I need to keep it beneficial for my career.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to ask. Obviously, we saw you out once last year, in 2019. Were you meant to have any more fights, or was that always the plan? What was sort of going on?
I didn't want to only fight once. I
Mm.
had an opponent pull out
Right.
twice. I must have had about 5 fights scheduled last year. I had four. One complete, two pull out, and one was my own doing. Um, and that was that. What's it?
Mm.
What barbers do you go to?
Go on.
I'm letting this grow the whole quarantine time.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Um, yeah. So was it sort of separate dates where these opponents pulled out, or
Yes, yes.
right?
And one, I don't know if you know how it works in regards to the boards submitting paperwork and
No.
how that. Well, anyway, there's a cut-off date, and if you've got no paper across the line before that cut-off date, there's nothing that can be done. And one of them was on the day of the cut-off. If you had gave me 36 more hours, I would have definitely had to fight.
Hmm. So how frustrating was that period? I mean, understandably so many like pull-outs or fights not happening. But were you expecting sort of a busy 2020?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because last year, until this happened to me, a stint of a low period of fights or whatever, in inactivity as such. You never prepare for this. I'm in the gym. I don't know, 90% of the year, and I'm always looking for fights, but sometimes they just don't come into fruition. The start of 2020, we had some great conversations with Matchroom, and we was looking to get a few fights over the line. And then it didn't come off, and then look what's happened. This, and it's just like, oh, all right, wow, wow.
Mm.
But I guess the only positive spin on that for me right now is that we're all in the same boat together.
100%. I mean, one fight I did see sort of brewing up on Twitter, you and Chris Billam-Smith, there was talk about sort of a fight in Bournemouth. Your fans were seemingly up for an away day or whatever it's called. Why didn't that fight come off? Do you know?
Couldn't meet an agreement. It's as
Okay.
simple as um, That was it. I think I heard, well, not I heard. I think I saw Chris tweet something about, "Oh, Luke didn't want the fight." No, 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 no. That's I'm always up to fight. I'll fight anyone out there. I think I've been very clear and honest about that from the start of my career. But things have got to weigh up, either even or in my favour, selfishly, because that's business, right?
As Chris Billam-Smith joins the live.
He's a good lad, Chris.
Yeah, definitely.
I do have time for him.
Is that, though, a future fight that you would look at should you come to an agreement? I mean, the scene's really good at the moment. You had Deion Jumah on a few minutes ago. You've got Sam Hyde's in the mix. Okolie's moving sort of probably further on. Riakporhe. It's a scene that's very good and some big fights out there.
This division is mental right now. It is hot. I think it's most probably the hottest domestic division in Britain. And yeah, all of them, every single one of them. The fight that I want right now is Riakporhe. I'm not going to lie. That's the one I want. He's the top of the bunch of the British scene. The fight with Chris sounds excellent. The fight with Sam Hyde, excellent. Deion Jumah, excellent. All of this stuff, it's not as easy as people saying, "Oh, right, you two fight." You know, meet terms, agree, and then we can get it on.
I mean, how you mentioned Riakporhe there. Deion Jumah is mandatory for him. How sort of realistic would you say a fight is between you two? Do you expect him to move on? I mean, everything's up in the air right now anyway.
He shouldn't move on. No way. I think he's been very honest about he's learning on the job. He's been in some very close fights still at this level. You know, I'll use Lawrence as an example. He came, jumped through the division and like moved on. But in regards to Riakporhe, he's still having fights at this level, and he's still in competitive fights at this level. So for me, he needs to stick around and get some learning. But I don't control his career. He can do as he pleases.
Had Deion Jumah on just a few minutes ago. We were talking about sort of a possible fight between Lawrence Okolie and Krzysztof Glowacki for the world title. Now, Deion is questioned whether he was unsure whether Okolie would be ready for that level. What do you think of it?
I personally feel he's ready. You know, he has gone through every man that's been put in front of him. He's not the most entertaining fighter to watch at times, again, but his style is so effective and he's there. Do you know what I mean? He went for British, stepped to European, iced, forgive me, the guy, he's with Ingle. He was with Ingle.
Even Garvey.
That's it. Iced him. What do you do? The opportunity for a world title comes, you take it. You know, he's proven and not just skimmed it. You know, he's really proved what he can do.
I mean, how do you look back on sort of the fight you had with him? What have you learned from that?
Well, there's obviously things I could have been a bit more patient. I could have adapted the game plan a little bit. I got the bit between my teeth, and I was, like I said, in the build up. I'm here to fight, and I'll fight. I wanted to do. You know, I went there to fight. I wasn't trying to avoid him. I wasn't trying to do anything. You know, that's not my style. I go and I fight people. You know, obviously I've looked back at the fight, and there's things that I will personally self-critique. There's things that my coach will critique, and you know, we just apply moving forward.
What also I wanted to touch on your fan base, is the Swindon fan base. What do you make of sort of the support you get? I understand it's quite large support.
Swindon, I love Swindon. Like, they know it. Like, the people here are the best. I'm not even gonna lie. They come everywhere. They do everything. You know, and they really get behind their own. I was born here, and when I was born here, it was quite still a small town. It's quite big now. You know, I'd say it's a small city status, but You know, it's large, and I kind of I've grown with it, and I'm real grateful for the people here because without them, they're the people that buy my tickets, and we go everywhere together. Without them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
Are you the only boxing champion from Swindon?
No, no, no. Jamie Cox,
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, of course.
he's won the European and fought
Yeah.
for the title. Ryan Martin, I believe, in his next fight, I'm pretty sure it's his next fight. He fights for the Commonwealth title, and I have no doubt in my mind that he'll win that. Kelly Morgan, she's been a WBC silver. You know, there's some good fighters here. There is some really good fighters here.
What are sort of your ambitions? You've been Commonwealth champion. You've tried to face Okolie, Isaac Chamberlain. What sort of, what do you want to achieve?
Fight the best, become British champion, and once I've done that, then I move forward.
And have you been watching any fights back? Any particular fighters you're sort of watching back?
My whole career is learning and studying. So, in all honesty, over this little, because I don't see this lasting forever. No, I've used this as a time I can switch off. And when I mean switch off, I mean I don't have to wake up and as you can imagine, life as a professional boxer is very much routine.
Yeah.
You know, and even when you're on holiday, you're still thinking, what about this? What about that? You know, I can't eat this so much, and I don't really switch off. So this time it's been lovely to switch off. But I do look forward to going back to my normal routine though.
Absolutely. And what sort of a message, you can give to the public of maybe how you're staying motivated and how they can stay motivated?
There's a lot of people. We're in a age of technology. You know, maybe get off your phones as such. Enjoy some time with your family. You know, get to know your family. Even all right. Forgive me, I just said about ignore technology, but you've got family that can now face. And if there's things that you can do, resolve issues in families and things like this, get it done. This is really and truly the time that you can connect to the rest of the world without a stress or worry in the back of your mind. Just get everything done. You know, there's a lot of things you could be doing at home and enjoy your own company. Learn some things about yourself.
Have you been doing anything new?
No, not as such, because I have things that I enjoyed before this happened. Like I just said to you earlier on, I enjoy playing the PlayStation, which I don't do often when I'm in normal life.
Yeah.
Reading, and I study Spanish, so
okay,
that they take up my time, and they're the things I love to do. So I spend a lot of time doing those.
Brilliant. Well, Luke, I appreciate you coming on. Good to meet you and speak to you, and we'll hopefully catch up in person quite soon.
So we will. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate your time.
No problem. Thanks for coming on, Luke. Appreciate that.